This meeting is being recorded.
Yes, it's 6:30 here. So let's start with the Guru Vandanam. Let's visualize Swamiji in a third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatītam Gaganasrishtam Tattvamasyavilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda, welcome to Kailash Courtyard, Manifesting Powers. We are in the 6th week of Manifesting Powers. So beautiful. Swamiji is showing new dimensions and new possibilities for us to really get into beautiful completions. How many times we get incomplete, he gives us new sutras to get completed. That's the beauty about the whole thing. Every time we come with something and then we get, wow, that's a new click. Wow, how can that be so superb? And we keep on going to next possibility till the end that he's not going to leave us. And this sutra is so amazing. It's so exciting. At least we can speak for a few days. I've come to the same thing, the mind reading. Third eye, my favorite one. That's why we started. So it's always the first one is your favorite one, right? So it's so exciting how Swamiji says that the wave cannot have the individual identity. It is the ocean which is creating the wave. Then he gave a beautiful analogy that how the clothes, the cotton which is getting into the clothes, the cotton is the source of that cotton or the material. That is the source of the whole thing. Same way all the art craft that is done, like elephant or any deities, the wooden piece behind or the metal piece inside it, that is what is the source which is getting to make, or the jewelry. It's the gold which is the source. They add the copper and they start making the jewelry. Same way, we are the witness. We are the awareness. And more we have the whole restfulness, we'll start seeing the awareness as alive. We'll start becoming alive. Right now, we are not alive. It's because constantly we are connecting and making a picture of thoughts. We have some thoughts and then we go in other thoughts, then next thoughts, then next thoughts. And sometimes we are listening and then in between we have some listening thoughts. So we are just running around with thoughts, so busy. We don't know what it means also, but running around. They say how the dog catches his tail. That's how we are running around the thoughts, which makes no sense. It's so silly, but it goes on doing and there is no end for it. So how Swamiji beautifully gives analogy, in the ocean, the fishes keep jumping. The fishes keep jumping is a first level illusion. The second level illusion is where the whole thing starts, where we become deluded by connecting these fishes and making a meaning out of it. Constantly we go on labeling and we go on giving reasons or complaints or incompletion, something we give to make sure they are alive. These thoughts are alive. We have to make sure that without the thoughts, I don't exist. If I don't exist, how will I function? So I have to exist. So we start labeling every thought which comes. We were doing a beautiful exercise with smaller kids, and I would like all of you also to do how we are presenting. If you understand this, instead of connecting the thoughts, if you become the observer of the thoughts, job is done. Just a shift. Swamiji says it is just a shift in the way we perceive the thoughts. If you understand, the cloth is made of all these threads, which is actually the source. If you understand the art pieces or the furniture, the wood is the source of it. If you understand the source part of it and shift the way you look at it, if you understand you're the consciousness, you're not the matter. You are wanting to be the matter, but you are the consciousness behind it. Consciousness, awareness, witness, Any word you use, it is only the seer. The whole thing is just somebody watching. That's it. Somebody knows somebody watching. That's all. That somebody watching is where the confusion starts. I should say watching. Watching is happening. There is no somebody. That somebody should be dropped. What we do is constantly we connect thoughts. For example, I will write my thoughts. Advait told to write a thought. I am writing a thought. Next, I want ice cream. Okay. I want somewhere to go. Then again, Advait told me to write. I am writing some thoughts. Again, the whole thing is linking because we are again linking back to what we heard and we have to do that. That is where the catch starts. Are you catching? The whole thing when we start. For example, I'll tell a rose. Write about a rose. Right? If you start writing a rose, I have a thought about rose. Next thought, I have a thought about that I have this, I have to finish this work, that work, that work. Then the third thought becomes, or fourth thought becomes, the rose is so beautiful. I forgot about the rose. What is the rose? Again, we connect back to where we exist. That is where the connection starts. It is not random. If it is random, how will it be? Rose. Some cat, something I have to do, somewhere I have to play. We used to, first engineers, I remember, we have to talk about not answering the question, anything else we have to talk about. And how many minutes you can talk. So we were playing this game and it's actually radio show game. It was a very awareness game. So I bought it for the kids, engineers kids, and they were playing. Swami loved it so much, he said, okay, I'll play, you ask. I was so shocked. He is playing faster than my thoughts can ask the question. And I said, no, Swamiji, I cannot ask question more than this. He's going to different lokas. See, the point is you should repeat it without, you should not again bring the same words. One of the rules. And you have to be unconnected thoughts. For Swamiji, it's so natural. He can do anything. For people, it is a game which you'll get caught. Third word, you will say the same word and you'll be caught. But for people, for Swamiji, it was just natural. He was going to different lokas and different things. He's using just the same word, but it means different things. For example, he is using consciousness, awareness, mindfulness. I'm like, didn't he say these words? I'm getting confused. Yeah, the questioner. So it was such a beautiful game. So I would like you to actually write down the thoughts and see how many thoughts are getting connected. As is, you write down. Don't bother if it is getting connected. But just be a witness and write down your thoughts. Just keep writing. Just whenever you see a thought which is connected to some other thought, just put a line, that's all. And keep seeing how many thoughts are just occurring in your space without connecting. How many, like for example, I have the rose, I have 2 thoughts, then I have again about the rose, I have 10 thoughts, again I have the rose. Any minute that comes out, you have to, but write it. And be authentic to yourself. Just keep writing and see how many times we are connecting to what all and making meaning out of our thoughts. Let's do this exercise for a few minutes. Then again, we will start with the sutra. Yes, please, if you have a question on this, please post your questions. We'll take up the question also. Yes, I'm going to play the Mahavakya.
No sound, ma.
Okay. Yes. Nityanandam? Yes. Sorry, I was answering somebody else. They were asking some questions, so I was answering. I had already told the question and we posted the question, and somebody's asking. Yes, we are writing down what our thoughts are and the Mahavakya. So were you able to see that the thoughts are getting connected? That's exactly what I want you to see, where the thoughts are getting connected. At some point, we are, especially these are, now you're much more in restful awareness. So you are having like less connection. If you're really angry and upset, every thought will be like every other thought you will be connecting. So the intensity of this connection that you're doing constantly, I'm so mad about that person, I'm not okay about the person, how can he do this, that? These words which are occurring to you inside you are the reason why you have the mind and why you have the identity. So being just a witness at that time will bring the thoughts from 1,000 to maybe 100. And then slowly you become aware, you can bring it to 0. Either you be a witness or you will be connecting thoughts. You can't do both. You become the witness, then you're witnessing the whole scene without connecting. Initially it will be like a throwing a tantrum of all these thoughts. Yes, it is throwing, but I am disconnected from that. I am watching it. But you can do that. See, it is not so easy. It's easily said, but hardly done. You have to be ferocious with it, that you will not be connected to this emotion. Whatever is going on, yes, things are not fine. You are worried about something. It is valid. Nobody is asking you to cancel that. Nobody is asking you to let go that. Nobody is asking you to accept that. Just be aware of the tantrum it is throwing. If you bring awareness, you cannot connect another thought. Swamiji says, even the fear of death, just drinking a glass of water, it becomes fine. What is the red stuff that Swamiji's put? kumkum. Okay, that picture is kumkum. He puts his thing and for the kumkum. Anytime he does Devi Darshan or any thing, he puts his leg on that kumkum. Okay, and the Aushadha is also made like that. So understand the whole space. Once we connect the thoughts, the connection, how very again and again the connections are very high, then the thoughts are very high. If the connections are very low, it is randomly the fishes are happening. It's okay. Let it happen. Let it happen. Just be aware of it. Not you be aware of it. Just be aware of it. The awareness, the witness is how we exist. Not we becoming the witness. The witness itself. Even now, the witness is happening. And we are aware of everything which is happening around us. Awareness is not witnessing a restfulness. It is witnessing chaos. 1 minute, my body is saying something. The other minute, my emotion is saying something. Other minute, my thought currents are throwing some great philosophies. Just be with that, and it will be like a comedy, but it will be just be with that. Take it very lightly. Whatever throwing tantrum, whatever it is doing, one is dancing, one is singing, one is throwing. No, I can't accept all this. This is not for me. How can she be like this? How can that happen to me? Whatever goes on, just be with it. And more you're with it, Swamiji says, it just reduces to nothingness. It just reduces to nothingness. You become just pure in the Samadhi space. That's the most beautiful space. You become just oneness with Swamiji. The more and more you will become alive. The more and more you will become, you'll see everything so alive. You'll see the laptop so alive. You'll see your everything around you so alive and fresh and new, because we are not wasting our energy in continuous thoughts. We are running behind these thoughts for what we don't know, like a dog running, chasing its tail. Exactly how we are creating the mind. The tail is always there, the dog is always running. So it keeps on running, it keeps on catching, but there is nothing there to catch. How can it catch? It moves, the tail has to move. So it is just like a dog running around a circular place. It's trying to catch its tail, which can never be possible because it's going on in a circle. As far as it stops and turns back, it's going to be difficult. That's how we live our life, and that's how we create our identity. So from this context, there's a question. Ma, can you please heal me? Okay, yeah, I'll finish and I'll come to that. So understand the whole space that we need to hold, becoming the more and more aware of all these things. Being in the class, getting grounded in all the power manifestation. The more you are in oneness space, more you are in restful space, more you are a witness, more you connect to Swamiji. And more you connect to Swamiji, Swamiji just melts and downloads to you whatever you're asking. Whatever, he says, life happens around you. You don't have to run around life. Life happens around you. That's what the change is, which is better, right? We don't have to run for every phone call, everything, every crazy things which are happening. Life starts happening to us in its most beautiful way. We become the witness of life. Whatever happens, I am okay for whatever. Everything is auspicious. Yes, life is going to have the good and the bad, which is going to occur. But I'm going to be a witness. I'm not going to get affected from those places, those happenings of me around me. Whatever Swamiji wants to show, it is the blessing. That's all. Then we are very clear how life happens. It cannot violate me. It cannot take something away from me because I am consciousness. I am infinite. So what more can it do? I do not have death. So what more it can do? It can do only good. That is why life is auspiciousness. Such a beautiful space that we exist, and we just have to cherish that. More and more we cherish these moments that I want to be just in oneness with Swamiji. Everything else will be taken care for us. So with this beautiful cognition, please post your questions and we can go to the Sutra and Power Manifestation. We'll play the sutra and the explanation. Just give us a minute. We'll be with the sutra.
The Shastra Pramana is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 50, Dharana 27. Sarvatah swasharirasya dvadashante manolayat dridha buddhe dridhi bhutam tatvalaksham pravartate sarvatah swasharirasya द्वादशान्ते मनोलयात् दृढबुद्धेर्दृढीभूतं तत्त्वलक्ष्यं प्रवर्तते.
Okay, here Swamiji is, now you're able to hear me? Thumbs up. Okay, here Swamiji is showing us that from all sides, take one Dvadashanta. Dvadashanta is energy. From all sides, take one energy in your body, such as the center between your eyebrows. So you have taken the third eye. Just dissolve your mind in the third eye with a strong, constant, restful awareness. So he says that dissolve your mind into the third eye with a strong, constant, restful awareness. We being the awareness, the whole mind becoming in the restfulness and just dissolving in the third eye. When this happens, that person who does this is Dhrida Buddhi, the one who is established in firm strength of undivided awareness. Once you are in undivided, you conclude that this is how my life is. I am not going back. And you live in that restfulness of just whatever happens, let it happen. Swamiji is manifesting through me. First, it will be so incomplete and so much will happen. But you just stand for the fluttering period. Just be there. And then few minutes, few days, you will just start being in the ultimate oneness with Swamiji. So, to whom the characteristics of existential reality of supreme consciousness appear and manifest firmly, which do not subside at all. It will never go back. Once you reclaim your area of oneness with Swamiji, you will never ever go back to the human way of living. You will be just a beautiful, enlightened being, and everybody would be loving to be with you, and everything will be showered on you because you are in such a beautiful oneness with Swamiji. So that is what this sutra is giving us. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask in the chat, or you want to unmute, please go ahead about this topic. Any questions right there? Yes, please put your questions on the chat. Anything which keeps appearing, because then only you will get empty. Okay. Here, is there something we need to do daily? We don't have to do, yes, you have to do something daily, whoever is asking. Okay, you have to come for this class daily. That is the only thing you need to do. After that, Swamiji takes care. See, just Vata Varna is important for us. Again and again, reminding us where we exist and what is our possibility. That's all. This class teaches us that very beautifully. Anything which takes you to the next completion space, go there and get completed and manifest all the powers. That's all. So we are going to go to the manifesting powers. Please, how can I heal my chakras? Everything, just be with this class, automatically everything will start happening. The chakras is nothing. When we measured our chakras, I was shocked at my chakras. When we measured, I was like, all the chakras were exactly balanced. Exactly. It was not even one up and one down. It was exactly balanced. That was a shock for me. Then when we scanned the kids, they were all 80 to 90 plus percentage on their chakras when they did the power manifestation. I did only Mahavakya, that's all. And everything showed balance, all in 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. I was very shocked. I thought that reading meter is not fine. But then the kids did it, then I understood I'm not still there. Theirs were 90 and 80 and all that. So when you manifest, your chakras just radiate, Swamiji. So don't even worry about your chakra. You'll be amazing. The chakras are holding Swamiji right at that moment when you're manifesting. Yes. Okay, let's start chanting the Mahavakya. Visualize Swamiji in the third eye. And we are going to do the power of today's power is mind reading. We are going to write what our thought currents and keep it. And we are going to ask somebody else to read our thoughts. Whoever you can choose. And only thing I'm asking you to write the thought, Ragan, because after that it goes more and more, and I don't know which thought you'll be reading, right? So you write a thought currents, the major thought currents that you're going through, and let the other person scan. So you can make partners and you can start reading each other's mind. If you have somebody at home, you can do with them, or you can pair up anybody here. There are like a lot of 60 plus people. You can pair up anybody and you can start reading.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Nithyanandam, Nithyanandam, Nithyanandam. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Nithyanandam.
Yes. Thank you.
thank
So
you.
beautiful today. The sutra, each day, that's what I was like telling somebody. Each day it looks so the ultimate sutra, and then he gives another ultimatum. Swamiji, it's too good to be true, but it's amazing. Yes, please go ahead and share. Who would like to share your beautiful findings and manifesting powers? We have great manifestors who come for this session, the gods and goddesses. Please go ahead. Who wants
Yeah.
to go? You can put it in the chat also. Go ahead.
I think I'm the only participant tonight. And this is the first time that I get connected.
Okay, Ma, just be with us. Your first day, but many started a few days back, so it's nothing new. We love to welcome you, and the new God, whoever has added to us, is welcome always for us. More dimensions to all the possibilities that exist. Thank you, Ma. Just be with us every day. That's all. We
Okay,
enjoy
thank
this
you.
time with everybody.
Thank you.
All the goddesses meet, God and goddesses, God and goddesses meet at this point every day to just say hi and go back. We manifest powers and just connect to Swamiji in oneness at the same time. 60 people, 60 plus people doing that at the same time. What an awesome space. Wow. That's the most cherished moment. I think that is some of the reason why people come just for manifesting powers. That's so good. Yes, somebody is saying, sorry, I'm fasting for 2 days and made food. Okay, go ahead. Whatever you want to ask or whatever you want to share, please go ahead. So I think each one is finding with each other whatever they are manifesting. Somebody can share also. Adam, you're clapping. Come on, share.
Nithyananda, I can share if you'd like.
Nithyananda, after a long time. Yes, welcome back. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll share Ma. So one thing was really cool for me is I didn't get a chance to fully verify everything that I saw, but I scanned 2 other people's minds, and one of them was someone that I was giving a healing session to earlier this week, and immediately Swamiji just showed me a solution. It's like the quickest that I feel like the clarity is coming in more and more now, so that's really awesome. And then I decided I was going to try scanning Swamiji's mind, and I know that like he's just always in restful awareness, but it was really cool because it was like he transmitted that state to me, and I had some other things click with me about my enriching, and it was like a really cool space of oneness just to have that manifest instantly. And I just wrote down everything that I saw, and anyway, I felt really good.
Super, wonderful. That's wonderful. Just be with the whole thing. Whatever Swamiji shows, just be with that. Thank you. That's so beautiful. Yes, please go ahead. Anybody else would like to share, or anybody wants to give it in the chat? Please go ahead and whatever your experience is. Here, Gopala is saying, in this session on the same topic, I learned moving apple out of my hand. Nithyanandam. Superb. Please, Gopalaya, please be in the session every day. You will manifest more and more power. Yes, Pushkalama, without you, we won't close. Please go ahead. You want to say something? You're excited. Please go ahead. We can't hear you, Ma. Akshay is back. He's saying, Ma, my battery is 3%. It's going dead. So charge it. Yes, you can charge your battery. You have the third eye power. Charge it. You should come to the session. How come you are here? Okay, blessings. Take care.
Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyananda Ma, please go ahead, Ma.
Yes, Nithyananda, this is Pushkalananda. So I just wanted to share my experience during the power manifestation. I was partnered with my Tony Lofton, and so actually what I'll, if it's okay with my Tony, I'll share. Okay, so so what I wrote to my Tony first was that Swamiji showed thoughts of deep desire for a breakthrough in a relationship, worries about money, a fear of rejection, fear of height, desire to manifest money, thought of sannyas, thought of her mother, thought of an open sky and thought about flowers. And she wrote back yes to all of that. And then she wrote to me that she saw a pyramid or Meenakshi temple and fire Shiva in intense bliss. And then she wrote that something about she saw a road. And actually, first thing she wrote to me was that Swamiji showed her the sky too. And actually, I just went on a jog before the session. So I was under an open sky and I was really enjoying that because sky always makes me feel good. So I was like actually under the sky for some time. So that was like right on. And then she mentioned that she saw Meenakshi temple. In Akashic readings, it was revealed that Meenakshi was my Ishta Devta in past life. So it always makes me feel good to hear about her or to experience her. So that was really nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nithyanandam. So beautiful. See what all gets revealed and what all your thoughts. But unclutch and go on looking at your thoughts as a awareness. All the thoughts that you're scanning now should be just a witness of it. You should be the witness. Not you should be. The witness should happen through you. You being the witness itself. Let me put it like that. Otherwise, you will be thinking and visualizing that I am going to be the witness. Not I am going to be the witness. The witness is itself happening as witness. That's all. There is no I. So beautiful. Yes. Anybody else before we finish? Yes, we have a few more minutes today. I think we are very fast. We did it. Somebody asked me to keep up on time. Now I'm learning. Yes, please go ahead. This sutra is really exciting. Anybody else want to share that how you guys had the click or you manifested the power of the mind reading? You can post it in the chat also, how you read another's person. There was one person in the morning before she could, Ma Bodhana, actually you guys know her, before she knew who the partner was, she was able to write down the partner name and exactly that person pinged her and asked if she can be the partner. So she said that itself is amazing and how the wonders happen. And exactly both of them wrote what each other wrote and they were sharing. Both of them were sharing. So that space was so beautiful. Here, Imam is saying, I'm able to send telepathic message to one person only and I have never met them but cannot receive. Don't bother about cannot, could not, doesn't exist in consciousness. It is only human words. Don't bother about all these things. What Swamiji is showing, just keep downloading it and he will go on flooding us more and more. Just become what Swamiji shows. Yes, Ma. Tony is saying, yes, Ma, read my son's garden thoughts and got exactly what he was thinking. If you start reading your son, he'll be very upset about the star pattern and pyramid. Paras, these are okay. Yes, one couple told me that the husband is reading wife's thought. I said, keep it to that and run away. Don't do these things. Then my sessions will get into problems. Okay. So here Imam is saying, yeah, that's good. The consciousness, but the energy capsule, not really solid. Okay. These are nice experiences. As far as it is expansive, just be with the whole thought current. And as far as it is showing us, only Swamiji shows us the auspicious things. So keep it to that. Whatever he's showing, just go with that. And slowly, you will understand that these power, either we have to get into the cognition, right? We have to understand that how we are going subtler in the cognition, or we have to power manifestation, which becomes the belief and becomes the anchor in us. So constantly when we do everyday power manifestation or powerful cognitions, it makes us go beyond the whole thing. I'm going to post the spiritual routine. I see lots of people coming after the time and missing out the first 15 minutes of the class. Because the first 15 minutes is the main thing I talk about. The first 5 minutes actually, not even 15 minutes. So it's like a class is the first 5 minutes or first 10 minutes. So try to be on time. The spiritual routine will help you to be integrated to things. It's perfectly okay. You can join anytime, but you missing out that Swamiji's click, that beautiful space that he sets in the context. That will be so awesome. Every day, even I wait for that, and I sometimes go and see the previous videos to what all Swamiji is giving us again and again in new dimensions. Every day is a new dimension. We'll think this is the ultimate, and then he gives one more, and then he gives one more. Goes on creating that emptiness in us, the restfulness in us, and literally like asking us to look at the awareness. Be aware. That's all he keeps on getting us. And then he connects us to oneness and floods us with whatever desire. Life has to happen through us. Life has to manifest through us. If you're not manifesting our life, then go and become the restful awareness you are. It will automatically manifest through you. It's such a beautiful, beautiful space that Swamiji is creating for us. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Swamiji. We'll end the session with the Purna Mantra. Wonderful. Let's sit straight, visualize Swamiji in our third eye, and chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagwaan Nithyananda Paramashiva Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you. I really enjoyed. Thank you so much, Swamiji. Thank you so much for all the energy space, Nithyanandam. See you tomorrow.
Thank you,
Your
Ma.
homework is to
Thank you, Ma.
see that YouTube and come back. Okay, I given you homework now. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Ma.
Thanks, Ma.